So I just got back from my parents' house. I filled up all these tubs with my childhood games and collectibles, some consoles, VHSs, and movies. And I just wanted to share a few of these things because I think they're cool, they're fun, they're collectible. Some things are quite funny. So let's take a look. I think a good starting point is to look through some of the games. So I've been playing games for the last 25 years. So I've been playing games from PlayStation 1 era, Game Boy era. So maybe I'll just go through some of my favorites and see where we go from there. So I've got my top 5 games here. So number 1 is a lot of people's favorite game, Simpsons Hit and Run for PlayStation 2. GTA clone. I love Simpsons. I love GTA. What more is there to say? It's such a good game. If you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. So much freedom. You can play through all the characters, do whatever you want. You can you can commit crimes, kicking people. The cops come after you. It's pretty funny. I'd say my second favorite game of all time has to be Batman Arkham City for PlayStation 3. This game, I think I've played the most out of any other game. I've probably played this around 10 times. The story's wonderful. It embodies Batman so well. Kevin Conroy, perfect voice for Batman. It's a 10 out of 10 game. Third favorite game has to be Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is a severely underrated game. I played this game on PS3 and on the next gen Xbox One. Originally, it was meant to be the third game in the True Crime series, so True Crime Streets of LA and New York, and it was supposed to be based in Hong Kong. This game is based in Hong Kong, but they changed up the story a little bit, and I think they changed the devs. I'd say my fourth favorite game on the PlayStation 3 again is Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2, open world game. It competed quite well with GTA 4 at the time in 2008. Another very underrated game. And I think in another time, we'll go through all these games in a bit of a deep dive. We'll show some clips and we'll talk about their pros and cons. And now I would say my fifth favorite game has to be Monsters, Inc. Scare Island, or I think in other parts of the world, it's called Scream Team, something like that. This I had originally on the PlayStation 1, which I have the manual for and the disc loose. I played this, I think this was the first game I ever played, I think. And that would have been on the PlayStation 1. And then I upgraded to the PlayStation 2. In my opinion, the PlayStation 1 version is much better. It's actually more polished. The character designs, the world, it's just the textures are a bit better. I thought I'd show something that I think a lot of people don't know actually exists. So everyone knows Call of Duty. One of the most, I think it's the best-selling franchise of all time. So everyone knows like games like Modern Warfare, Black Ops 2, PlayStation 3, 360, the best era. But what a lot of people don't know is they were actually released on other consoles like Wii. So I'm proud to say that I do own and did play these games on the Wii as well. So we had Black Ops on the Wii, we had Modern Warfare 1 on the Wii, and World at War on the Wii. The campaigns play the same. Obviously, the graphics, the textures are pretty terrible for the Wii, but at the time, they seemed pretty good. The multiplayer wasn't there. The zombies were very different. They were different games, but at their core, the campaigns were the same, and it was fun using the joysticks. Maybe I can do a video playing using the joysticks one day. Now, on the topic of Call of Duty, I want to show one more game. Now, I had a DS like many people. But a lot of people don't know that Call of Duty was also produced for the DS. Very strange. All right, let me come and show you up close. So, like many people, I had my DS library with cartridge cases like this. So when we used to go on road trips or holidays, I would just take them all like that. So I think Black Ops, let me find Black Ops. I think it was in this one. That is Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops for the DS on a cartridge. I'll show you some clips now so you can understand how ridiculous it was. But at the time, as a kid, it was pretty cool to have Call of Duty Black Ops mobile with you on a road trip. So as you can see, this is Call of Duty. It's an FPS shooter, but it's not Black Ops like you would think. So the graphics are terrible, the gameplay is pretty terrible, you use a stylus to play, but as a kid, it's fun, it's entertaining, and honestly, this game is pretty rare to find now, and I'm glad that I held on to it. Everyone knows this game, Grand Theft Auto 5. It's been released 10 times on 10 different consoles over 10 different generations. It's quite roastable right now in 2025. But I found something that was quite interesting. So EB Games used to do magazines. So you'd collect their magazines and you would have like all their sales, upcoming games. And what I did was I was so obsessed with the release of Grand Theft Auto 5 that I think it was back in 2013 that I kept going back to the store every single day, multiple times a day, so I could get all three versions of the magazine. So I had a Michael version, a Trevor version, and a Franklin version. And I'm hoping one day that I can frame them and put them up, and I think it'll look quite nice. And if you open up the magazine, you can see at the time the games that were popular and trending. So we had like Watch Dogs and Batman Arkham Origins. COD Ghost was the Call of Duty at the time, and there was PS4 releasing that November, so you could pre-order it for $549, which is quite interesting. I also love handheld gaming, and I thought I'd share one thing with you. So I did have a Game Boy and a DS. Now I have a Steam Deck. I had PSP. The PSP that I had was the 2007 Simpsons edition PSP. I wish I didn't throw out the box for it. The box was so cool. I've been meaning to get this one fixed because the joystick's broken and the battery blew out the back of it. And in the box, it came with the console and the game itself. So that's the game that it got paired with. I've played this game to absolute death, and I've played it on the PS2, the Wii, the DS, and the PS3. I have so many more things in these tubs, and I can't wait to share them all.